back to Let's Makeup. Today's video is going to be a lip swatch video. I think it's so long since I did one of these kind of videos that I can't even remember the last lip swatch video I did. This is a lip swatch video for the Max Factor LipFinity Longlasting lipsticks. This is the press release. There's a big ride of a girl on the front, and there are 8 shades that were released, which are these guys here, and I did take pictures of all the swatches on my lips, and I'm going to run quickly through them now. I have on my lips today this gorgeous lipstick called So Vivid. So I have this on over like a plummy coloured lip liner. So this one is from Primark and it's just like a dark plum. But I'm going to show you quickly the swatches on my hand as well as the swatches on my lips on my lips, and I'll run through the lipsticks. So basically the whole kind of point about these lipsticks is that they're extremely pigmented. They are long lasting, but they're unusual in that they're not dry. Like a lot of long lasting lipsticks tend to be like paints that set on the lips, or like really dry lipsticks, like maybe the Retro Mattes by MAC, which I just hate that feeling of such a dry lip. And these ones are unusual because they're very, very moisturizing. Like they have shea butter in them, and yeah, they contain a lot of ingredients that keep you moisturized and hydrated, but it's the pigment that's so high in the formula that helps keep it on your lips for so long. I find that they don't necessarily last as long as the really, really drying ones, but the flip side there is that you might have to top up once more in the evening, but your lips are so much more comfortable, and yeah, it does genuinely moisturize the lips. When I did my lip swatch, the photos for the lip swatches, my lips were absolutely falling off me by the time I had the 8th one like tried and taken off, and I put on the lipstick then a little bit after that and wore it for the evening, and it felt so comfortable and so nice on the lips. So basically it says here, I'll just read out quickly what it says, how it works. The nourishing oil-based emollient-rich formula in new LipFinity Long-Lasting Lipstick is Max Factor's new generation of long-lasting lipstick to help combat dry lips and colour fading. So that's why it's a little bit unusual. I think it's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, it's an unusual texture again when you have the idea of long-lasting lipstick in mind, because it's more like, you know, the MAC Creme Sheens, or actually, now that I think about it, the Pro Longwears by MAC, the Pro Longwear lipsticks by MAC, they're actually lovely and creamy and like really pigment heavy without being drying. So it's similar to that, but maybe a little bit more emollient feeling. So like I said, I'm going to run through the colours I have here. So we're going to start off with Always Chic is the first one, and it's number 40. Now, one complaint I will say about these, and it's actually similar with some of the other Max Factor ones, is that number one, the only place where the shade is written is not anywhere on the actual package itself, but on a sticker on the side of the lid, which keeps the lid closed. There was another part down here with the barcode, but if that sticker goes or gets like twisted where you can't read it, you're effective, you don't know the name. And it's not just with this one, it's like that with a few of the other Max Factor ones, so that is annoying. And B, it doesn't actually tell you the name of the actual lipstick, because let me just show you quickly. So it says LipFinity on them, but there are a few other type of LipFinity lipsticks, if you know what I mean. Also with this one, I love these ones by MAC, or by Max Factor I mean. They are kind of moisturising lipsticks. Can't for the life of me remember the name of them because it's not written on the actual package. Again, the name of the shade is on a bit of sticker, but I couldn't remember the name of this lipstick if my life depended on it. I have loads of those shades and I love them, they're really moisturising ones. But anyhow, back to these ones. So these are the LipFinity Long Lasting ones, and I'm going to run through the shades I have. So this one is Always Chic. It is a lovely kind of tomato, yeah, it's like a blue based tomato red, so lovely. Yeah, I think that's how you describe it. It reminds me a little bit of Russian Red by MAC. It's that lovely, intense, true red. And really big fan of this. This is the kind of red that will suit pretty much any skin tone, and one that I would use a lot. So really loving that. And again, you can kind of see the sheen off it as well. So in the lip swatches here in the photographs, I'm not wearing any lip liner, so you see the lipsticks just as they are on their own on the lips. I did use a lip brush, but you can see how pigmented they are. Then the next colour is Always Elegant, which is this darker shade. This is more of a, like a brick red, a darker burgundy red. So it's again a really, really lovely shade, the kind of one that I'm always really, really drawn towards. And this would be great on deeper skin tones where this might be a little bit too bright if that's not your thing. These still look amazing, like these brighter reds still look amazing on like dark skin tones, but for anyone who doesn't want it to be that vivid, I would go for something like this. So this would remind me a little bit more like, I'm going to talk in MAC terms because that's what I know, maybe the Viva Glam 1 lipstick. The Viva Glam 1 is the red one, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. So just a nice kind of slightly darker red, and again, loads of pigment. Just, you can really feel that they're moisturizing on the lips. So again, like, I mean, if you're going to eat and smoke and everything with these lipsticks, there will be transfer. It's not like they're, you know, unbudgeable, unsmudgeable, like long-lasting lipsticks. They're long-lasting lipsticks for people who want moisturized lips. So that's what you get there. Okay, next we have Evermore Sublime, and this is a gorgeous kind of like Barbie pink, I think you'd describe it. So when I first saw this, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll love it on. Kind of reminds me a little bit of maybe Snob by MAC, but I actually really, really like it on. I love that kind of cool pink. Really great on like anyone who is fair and blonde. I think that looks amazing on, I mean, it looks lovely on loads of skin tones, but definitely for the more like light to medium in depth of tone, or you know, and how deep your skin tone is. So that's another lovely one, and again, you can see how strong it is on the hand. And then next up we have Ever Sumptuous. Yeah, and this is the orange. Now this, I was surprised how much I loved. Well, not surprised. I was surprised how orange it was. I didn't realise that it was such a lovely shade. So this is very much like Morange by MAC, or maybe somewhere in between Morange and Lady Danger. I don't know if it's quite as in your face as Morange or Neon Orange, but it's pretty darn orange. And again, just a lovely, bright, gorgeous true orange. It is a very, very true orange. So those are the first 4 shades. So next up we have another red. This is a slightly brighter red to say the one that was like Russian red. This would be more like MAC red, if anyone knows that colour. So it's a little bit more of a brighter red. It's similar, actually I'll just put them side by side so you can see them. It is somewhat similar to the first red, but it is brighter. So that was the first red. Yeah. Actually, now that I look at this one, maybe I think this one is more like Russian red and this one is more like MAC red. This one is more, or no, is a Ladybug. So the first one that I showed you, which was Always Chic, now that I see them side by side, it is more of a, like a pink red, a pink base red, whereas this one is more of a true red, even though they both are blue base red, but this one is more like, I'm backtracking now, but this one is more like Russian red and this one is more like Ladybug, I think. But either way, you really have to see sometimes colours side by side so you know how they really, really read. But again, lovely, lovely colours. Next we have So Luxuriant. This is the one my mum has bagged. So this is like a frost finish and it is this gorgeous berry shade, but you can see there it has that metallic finish. This is so up my mum's alley. She loves, like, she always wears colours like these. I think it looked nice on when I tried it on. I just wouldn't be so much into metallic finished lipsticks myself, but they look amazing on my mum, and she has like a sallow skin tone with dark hair. So, I mean, you can definitely get away with it, like, if you have that kind of skin tone, but it would suit a cooler skin tone who tends to get away with berries as well. Very, very pigment heavy, and she loved how comfortable and how moisturizing it was on the lips. Now this is what I'm wearing today. This is so vivid. Like, look how gorgeous that is. I'd say this is like a little bit like Girl About Town. Yeah, I don't know if it's that bright, but it reminds me of Girl About Town by MAC. See, whenever I say it reminds me of them, it mightn't remind me as much, or it mightn't be as similar once it's side by side, like the way these two, when I was thinking of MAC Russian Red, but that's kind of the first thing that it would remind me of, so it wouldn't be a million miles away from that. A lovely, just kind of vivid pink, which is exactly what it is. Now you can see it's a bit darker on my lips today because I have the like berry toned lip liner on underneath, but it's lovely even just like that. So really, really nice. And then the final one, which is called Evermore Lush. This is like, oh, what's the name of that? I'm trying to think of the name of the shade. It's It's this lovely kind of mauvey purple anyhow. What's it called? I'll have to look it up. Give me a sec. Up the Amp, that's the shade I was trying to think of. So that's kind of what it reminds me of. I don't know if it's quite as purple, but it is somewhere in that family. So those are the next 4. And that one was called Evermore Lush. So I wanted to share those because I think they're really, really nice lipsticks. They cost $12.50 each, which is, I think, a decent price definitely for such lovely, lovely lipsticks. And you get those in Boots or anywhere else that shares sells Max Factor in Ireland. So yeah, those are the new Max Factor LipFinity Longlasting lipsticks. So I just think they're really, really nice ones because there aren't a huge amount of options out there for girls who have quite dry lips and want long-lasting lipsticks. So if you've got any questions for me, leave them down below. See you on Tuesday. In the meantime, yeah, take care in the meantime, and I'll just see you on Tuesday for my next video. So long, guys.